Jason.
That kind of means that Athens needs to be there, right? Yeah. Athens was founded 1365 BC. It just gets ridiculous the more you dissect this. It gets so dumb. The gods came homeless into our world. They permitted our ancestors to
Jason.
participate.
He says that the Atlanteans fought at Athens, which should be existed. And according to Jason, is the Atlantis ends in 1135. They put the Mediterranean, and that is the cause of, I don't know, that's what happens to Trojan Wars. So I came something in my head, but I forget to say that aThen. So, see, a whole place versus aThen. Or Atlanteans. So, forget to say this. And I remembered I saw somewhere in China is some fucking 10 kingdoms or something. And look, they put that here when Hungarians arrive in Europe. From here. But if Jason's date not came to that, something interesting. So like this, Trojan or Atlantis ends, Scythia flotta Mediterranean into the siege Athens also goes to this year's, how to say, Phoenix. Or the Sextus and Nemesis. But with the other earliest Trojan War date, let's check on the. Oh. Wiki says never double check it. Wiki says the Doris is the source for the earliest date for Trojan War. Holy fuck, something sticked in my fucking ear. Somebody also saw it like this. Let's put without Doris if I find some war day books. Doris. Some Doris is just a source. Let's go if I find some war day books. Some readable book. They're not new in earliest. Whatever is. It also came out somehow. The year calculation. Alright, whatever, probably exists. I don't think they lie in that level that they say, and whatever, So 10 kingdoms in China. But otherwise, let's came in my head later that China, or even Japan, right? But China is the sun in English, and Japan is the pan, is sun, Hungarian. So China and Japan is the same. So in Pannonia arrive, here is the first big defeat of Ger-mans from Hungars. Here and in 1910. Interesting 10th century also, no? Beginning of 10th century. Because here the Hungars went to Italy. So exactly at the beginning of 10th century, Ten-Ger, 10 kingdoms, Ten-Ger is Hungaria, aThen, 10 tribes and shit. I don't even look at later from this point. And the earliest day of Trojan War, the Hungarians with the Ger-mans. The Hungarian, like I said, is Ten-Ger. So like, it is like 10 Ger-mans or what, you know. Seamen. So the Hungarian invasion of Europe, let's say, just probably something like this, is like when in Atlantis Sumer and Trojan War and everything around here. The difference, as you can see, Trojan War is a 200 years difference or whatever. Interesting, 200 years before the Moors came to Europe. Here Hungarian invade. 10th year of Hungarian invasion. Even that. And in this chronicles say that when Hungarians came to Pannonia, they fought 10 kings here. But we don't know about some formation in Pannonia, 10 kings here. There was something here. But the earliest date for Trojan War, that's why I started, goes to Jason's number when Anunnax sent in SubMerse. So if you put up that southern region, some shit happened, it event provide the Moors are the same, the Moors is also in sea, Anunnax is SubMerse end. So these things are the same, man, but where, who and where, how came then gone and, you know. But now I see if I add that, that's why I started the video. Holy fuck, some shit in there is caught in my back and is not taking air. It hurts like a fucking shit. Ooh, fuck. So this is not there. Jason who says, Jason has Phoenix out there was here. Not just Trojan War and see people's foot the Mediterranean. You know, add now with this. Hungarians beat the Ger-mans, or let's say 10 Ger-mans, or let's say the 10 tribes. Because in this later Chronicle says this, what fucking the 10 tribes, the 10 kings, you know. And here Anunnaki king, 7 kings of Anunnaki ended in 39. But Jason said a few times that 7 kings of Anunnaki were referred also as 10 kings, you know. So, what I go on tell man. No, so if I let this number and I add to this 200 years, because you know between two Trojan War span of dates is 200 years. Earliest and latest, as I see. Guess what happens? Came some Almos guy in Hungary to claim the throne. But he never became ruler. And he is the only Almos in all Hungarian history. You know. So Prince Almos is I guess this, but of course they not put because they don't want many fucking hell, italiana negli stambos. Peace, damn it. Where the fuck he is, man? So this is the first leader, you know, who broke the Hungars off from Scythia, Khazar. They broke it down from Khazars and shit. And this is the prince. It's some prince, you know, later. September 1, 11, you know, interesting already. Now I look even at the date when he died, and I saw successful day when this is the way he died, so not taken from like backwards 2 and 7, 9 and 11. backwards. And almost September 11. And almost like I said, almost them can collapse nation. So Hungarian language is crazy again. So like September, Elmos means washes away. Can be small, but small in English then it means tiny, aproxx is sunny, Arpad, Attila is tall, so probably Hungars were tall, big, let's say Giants, Anunnax, time of Attila, later then became tiny, aproxx. Aproxx means tasker, male fucking whiteboard, what is it in Romania, Latin. Then became smaller, so it's the reverse. So Hungarians, let's say, go with history when appeared, they already were smaller. So they were some post-catastrophe people, after catastrophe. So Attila and all this shit is the golden age, it's not some crazy Genghis criminal, I don't know, mental illness, But that is important. So goes to this immediately, I would say. So goes to this guy when came first time in Hungary to claim the throne. He was later also blinded and there's all this collapse, something, Like I said, almost name is a collapse or washes away or something. And he is the only almost in Hungarian history as prince, as leader, as king, and king is not even exist, So there are no other Almoses, not even as, I don't know, somebody. Not even as some king has some son but dies or not becomes not even as prince is not even known much thing about him. But I don't see there is no, I guess, But these they two are the only are the only ones. So must be important even the second, right? I want to say his father also is Geza, one of Hungary. But Stephan, like I said, the first king of Hungary, same with Almos, and Stephan's father is Geza also. Geza is Jesus' name. So this guy here came first time in Hungary. Here it is military battle is put on 180, so that's what I'm saying, because 200 years later, before I add the data. So Hungarians came with Almos in Hungary, Pannonia occupied the conquer shit and catastrophe guy named Omlas, like, crazy. And so Hungarian coming, and this date is close to Hungarian coming. Well, they are 10 decades after, how to say, 10, whatever. And this is the, so when I add that the shit goes to another Almos of Hungary, When he came first time in Hungary, so it's another story. It's not a Hungarian conquest, but because Hungarian kingdom already exists. The king is Coloman. We are already at 12th century, so some story, whatever. It's codified because everything is a mess. Everything should be decoded. It's not, conquest was not like conquest as we imagine. So whatever, it was a retreat probably and everything. Why it goes to that, Otherwise it was in the source which he cites for September, I guess also. He is somebody came with Ger-mans. Interest came with Ger-mans, like Ten-Ger-mans, I say, right? Ten-Ger in Hungarian sea, then in English and Ger, root word of Ger-man was. He came also with Ger-mans, interesting. Look, with Henrik, source, yeah, September 6, interesting. Why not 12, like a Polish engine, or I don't know. 11. Tool interesting is also the whose bit also the Ger-mans at Tool. Louis Tan has a battle. This place is in the Attila statue in Austria is at Tool. Arnold was Arnold name is Arnie Shadow. All the side in Hungarian. Arnold is means shady side. The other name of him is Schwarzenegger. Schwarz is black, Negger is black. That's why he was also born in not Toul but some Tula city or some shit similar, He crossed the border, but I also saw the source, I remember some years back, so it was put in on 6, but whatever again, so 1 year, yes, so I went probably after source, I saw is this best Hungarian military history book, but he many cases not sourced the primary sources, but some Ger-mans written in the 17th, 18th, 19th century. You know, this is something like that. But I saw source for that, so it's not where is put whatever. You know, I just want to say, 10 kingdoms. Hungarians arrive in Europe. If you take this number, sea peoples put the Mediterranean, probably Atlantis, but probably if you dig in also is that plus minus 200 years or I don't know. Or Trojan War, Boris freeze, Boris freeze draw attention. Hungarians started the invasion 10 years before they came, whatever. And this almost is similar. There was, he never became ruler, just to claim it. He also claimed that to became Ger-man, but Peter never became king, yeah. The other is Boris. I don't know why, Coloman, is called. Written in. The other is this. But this guy is born on this date. What to say now? You know? The fuck I'm done here, man. So here, this date, or here, September, let's put September 6. Why not September 5 or 11? Almost only, you know, first time versus Hungary to claim the throne. Interesting, other throne claimant, also son of, this Almos is a brother of, so, no, a nephew or something, so not but Coloman, son against whom this Almos came, Coloman is the king. Coloman has a son who is Boris. He also is a throne claimant. He's born here, even the date is given, it's some Russian chronic, you know, here. So, you know, two throne claimants in Hungary, one is born, one is Games. One is says the first Hungary there's name, Boris is his Boris name, attention, because that's one, you know, Boris. No, Trojan War here. 10 kingdoms in China, the connection goes, you know, why I started think I forget why I started. Oh yeah, aThens. Why he says thinking?
That kind of means that Athens needs to be there, right?
Oh yeah. I don't know, I don't remember if Jason said already 10 kingdoms, but 10 kingdoms sea peoples, you know, it came in my head, why aThen has the 10? On the other hand, the name number goes to 10 Anunnax or 7 Anunnax hand. And the Hungarian Ten-Ger is sea. It talks about Atlanteans invaded. But if I go with the other number, so once is this is Doris, let's say, Trojan War, Atlantis, Athens, Siege, 10 kingdoms in China, so this was the connection. King China, but China is Pannonia, so Hungary is Pannonia, it's the same Sunland, how to say. I don't know, hyperbole. Goes to fucking Jason's. This number, which is Jason 7, but it says lot they were referred 10 kings of Anunnakis, no neck. Interesting neck letters, and neck in Romania means groaning, like water. And in SubMerse, Mare, Sea. So SubMerse is fucking Atlantis, man. What a flying fuck. No? Or in English, Sea+Meer in German. Or Mare in Romanian is sea. What the fuck? What I saw here, other thing. Man, talk about fucking head, man. Go ahead, fucking cigarette, man. Fucking hell. I left outside, I don't want to go out now. It goes out from my fucking. I have which is not the open it. But I must fucking smoke, but I go crazy. I forget the Sumerian name here, so. Probably that. The Sea Kingdoms is in Atlantis or what. And if I don't change this, dan will I change here. No, wait with this here. Boris source. So, but if I go like with this latest date for data, only will go to will go to this, which is in these days will be the Phoenix as Jason says. Interesting, crazy that through Chinese 5, 10, whatever. They're also like coming off from Seoul. What the fuck is it? It's seashore. They are seashore also. Interesting, whatever. Something came in my head. So this Boris also not wrong claim, mate. Similar to Boris name, no? He was born here. And now with this year, I'm fucking messing up. I don't know what one. Let's calculate again. Get the fuck out from me. So, Doris data, that was interesting, divided into goes to 666. When we some Islamic sects, the Karajites, the Kuraj means Bátor, Hungarian, but Bátor is starting Hungary. Whatever. Islam, then Arabs again. Moors and all. So yeah, again with this fucking, let's see where it goes. 10 Hungarians versus, let's say, 10 kings. Well, let's say the Kevin Pannonia. There are a bunch of data. They are, let's show you again. So this is also homecoming. Homecoming order is this. Other homecoming is this. Hungar coming is this. This also. This. Fucking hell. Hungar coming is this. This. And this. And this here, you know, 8, and not 4. What wish to take? Let's take the officials. But here is the shit is the important. You know, when they started to interesting in 94 almost died. Here another almost came, you know. Or Kusal again. Kosal. So that came, so it goes with when they started to hear it, the 10 year of Hungarian invasion, let's put like this. We'll go a little bit further, you know, with 4 years off. Here is the battle when the beat the Ger-mans, but for example, Aventinus for that Pressburg battle when the Hungars beat the Ger-mans, Aventinus talks like this Kusa still lives. In the says Almos was the first leader of Kusa. And the sources he dies here already 91. So you know, again, you can play with it plus minus 10 years, 5 years, 4 years. Because with this goes exactly to that or something, you know. The Kusal died there. But you don't, let's see if in English it's something in Kusal. No, I don't. Oh, not even. We must put the wiki because it. SubMerse. Fine. Duo, they say they were 2 leaders. The brave search not even finds it. Instead of first leader Almos, Kusai said was first leader and Gulo pyramid. Not even mention the other version because it complicates things, you know. Hungars came from Khazaria. Khazar is me chasing out. It's clear, no. It can't be anywhere. What I want. But yeah, goes to no fucking hell. If I don't change this, but I add with this that Almos camps in Hungary. And the other interesting thing, wait a minute. Let's put the middle number, look. Takes me again 2 years off, you know. Gives again that number, which gives other was with this. If you go with the Hungarians, with the Ger-mans, already here they invade the Ger-mans in this state, you know. And when the beta is in fact in the middle number of, you know. So the Hungarians invade Europe is a people's invade Mediterranean, you know. And this happened, this almost came in the time of Coloman is the king. Look, between here. And he's the 9th Hungarian king. So let's count back again. This is BS. Peter and Abba and Stephan. Peter 2 times, so I don't know. If I take that Peter was 2 times, in fact, he's a 10th king. You know, when so this 10 years history through Chinese 10 kingdoms and aThen, sieged by sea peoples, Atlantis ends, Atlantis not, also even Atlantis has the, wait a minute, even Atlantis has the 10 name. Because in Hungarian this is 10 letters, wait, also 10 letters also, so 10 in English, so what remained? Then A letter. The letter is 50 in the Roman numeral. But A letter is low, interesting. Hungarian is horse. So horseman again, or Holy Hungarian means over across, so it's clear is alont means down Hungarian. So I'm thinking, let's say Atlantis sinking. So I don't know. But the Atlantis also has in Hungarian and English the low. Low in English means sinking, no? Because English anyway not reach the will they not say, so say they low. Low in horse. Low is shoots. Art low is shoots through. Arrow men, see people who arrow men again, you know. It's clear is about no more history. So this is where I went back. This is the first king, and even some say that already Grand Prince. Stephan's father is Geza, also like Geza, Jesus' name. Daar is hier ons successor. But he already said that he also some coquetted, I say so. Already started to first Hungarian monarchy to so Christian missionaries. Christian missionaries probably were is about some catastrophe somewhere and coming to crossing. This crisscross, right? Crossing and going to somewhere. So even almost he also can be considered. Some talks is also was a some source that they are kings also, but whatever. So you know, if you take from a king as a because Christianity, you know, but then you can take as also like he was also not Christian, is it? He was also baptized, let's say. I don't so I don't know. But this is like already with Christianity, you know. So you can count him also as a first, so 10. But if Peter was 2 times, so we're going from Stephan. Peter is from 30. here one came somewhere, Abba, again Peter, again came Andrew. So if we count that Peter is 2 times, you know, otherwise Peter and Abba in Romania, Vatere, Abba Samuel, Abba in Vater in Romania, and Peter is Vater. And the Phoenix number here, he lived at 69 years, so the half of the 138. So if you count that Peter is 2 times king, so they were 10 kings, because when they say in China, they make a list with 10 kings. Look, no. So if I take like Peter was 2 times king, for 41 and 43 and 46, 44 and 46 until Andrew. Look. So Stephan, Peter, Abba, Peter, Andrew is 5. Bella 6, look, they put it like a woman. Bella 6. Solomon 7, interesting. Solomon's son. Sun has 7 planets, and it's the 7th king if you take like. Next is Geza 1, 8. Ladislaus is 9, the biggest saint king. And 10 is Coloman. Interesting that Coloman against those names which are up here in Hungarian king's names. So here until Coloman were all Andrew, Bello, Stefan, Ladislaus, kings with the first. Everybody is first. And after Coloman start again, Stephan, 2, Stephan, Ladislaus, 2, and you know. And this is 11th century, interesting, so after 10, so interesting to those. First century after 10 centuries. It's clear, man. The 10,000 kingdom of Jesus here and shit, and the same shit. So the Coloman, in fact, in Hungary he's the 10th king of Hungary, how to say. Because Peter was 2 times, so not even came. And in his time happens this connection through Chinese 10 kings, the Ten-Ger is here. In aThen. Athene. In some chronicles and Hungars came in Pannonia, so it's around this date, right? This almost 12 years before today, official 10 or 12 or 11 years before this is the conquest today, conventional date. Approximately. Or here is 10th year almost, you know, in 1910 they also beat at the Ger-mans. So this 10, what is with 10 tribes again? What, you know? 10 tribes here, Hungarians here. What the fuck happens here? Interesting, in Transylvania we have ruler Bethlehem. Bethlehem, you know, Jesus' birth. But they put 10 years because they say the Assyrian captivity of 10 tribes started in 32 when Bethlehem died. What the fuck? Hungars beat the Ger-mans, 10 tribes moved. Yeah, it's Phoenix here at Jason, because look, Jason of Phoenix is like this, right? It is Hungarian food. What the fuck was man? Something at Jason this year. In BC. And here other was born Son King Louis. Oh, no, I don't know, no, it's not, I don't know. Whatever, you know? So it's clear, man, I don't even... 10 kings, 5 stars, where is the rest? The guy exactly came, Similar name at guy like Hungarian conqueror, interesting. When is the 10th king in Hungary? Yeah. And also the other throne claimant Boris, but Boris goes to connection with Paris, please. But here Boris not flees, but Bo was just born. But other throne claimant came first time. Boris came in a, we don't know, so between these years. Let's say 36. So yes, when Boris came, so when in BC is the Atlantis, Boris flees or Trojan War, no Trojan War at first. Boris flees Troy. Here after across Boris, let's say came from Kijevian Rus, but with Scythia, and Godfried of Viterbo says that Boris went to Scythia, but this guy came to Hungary. Godfried of Viterbo says that Scythia was told Hungary. Well, there was, you know. So now Hungary is here or at Kiev, everywhere, you know. Ah, fuck yeah. Interesting, China, you know, 5 and they say 5 dynasties, but 10 kings. Cinque, China. There was China, Romanian, Hungarian is Vacsoron. It's the supper, the evening eating. With Vacser, Anunnax, you know. Night, evening, in the dark, watching us. But I just thought, you know, 5 dynasties, right? Or the 10 and a half is 5. China and the Latin 5 is cinque. Romanian is even simpler, cinci. What is it? You know, so China and cinci, Romanian means 5. That's why it's implemented in front of our eyes, but we don't fucking see. Because we how to dare to compare the Imperial China. They already had some fancy kingdoms like Golden, Sunk, I don't know what. Everybody had even in North, but excluding the Whites or the Hungarians. You know? All the stories anti-white or it's fake, whatever. It's fucking clean. Alright, that's it. Let's put the title.